show which one's which. Evening, y'all. We're trying out some cool new stuff here, and I was thinking of just doing it myself, and but I realized, you know what? I don't care if 3 people show up. I'll say hello, and we'll have a good time. I borrowed a couple different cameras. We're trying out some new things. Yeah, really excited to hopefully make the stream a little more dynamic as we move into the winter. I've also actually been working hard in my carriage house, possibly getting kind of a streaming place in there where we could do some bands in a way similar to what we do on the back porch over these next few months. So in the meantime, what I'm going to be playing tonight, if you came for a practiced concert that's going to blow your socks off, you are in the wrong place. I went through my book and found old songs that I had not played for years, and I ran through 1 or 2 of them this afternoon and just realized, oh my gosh, I don't have enough time to work out these, so we're just going to do it, and we're going to see where we go. I'm going to tell you some stories behind them, and yeah, we're just going to have a good time. So, as always, I appreciate your feedback. If you like the camera things, how it works. And next, and sound-wise too, my wife's running around trying to help me adjust things on the fly. So if we need vocals up, piano up, down, et cetera, please let me know. We're happy to try to adjust that. Next Sunday, however, we are going to be here with a trio. I'm very excited to be joined by Greg Lyman on bass and Jonathan Miller from Tri-Cities on drums. And we're going to be here. We're going to be playing a lot of fall, autumn-themed tunes as the weather cools and the leaves are crisp. It's my favorite time of year, and I have a number of tunes that I've written with this time of year in mind, and we'll be delving into those fully practiced and rehearsed, and hopefully using some of this multicam system that we're doing here to make it more interesting. You can see more drums and up-close bass and cool things like that. Lastly, we'll talk just a little bit. This cocktail is one I've been experimenting with over the past couple weeks. It's a very fall cocktail. I will take 30 seconds to tell you how to make it if you choose to join me. I didn't prep this beforehand so you guys can have all your ingredients ready, all 2 of you that are here. But this is a gin drink. So it has a shot of gin, 1.5 ounces of gin, and it then has... let me see here. What do we have? It started because we have a bunch of Concord grapes in our backyard. So I took them down and made grape syrup out of them. So way down, fairly thick to syrup. So then it has about 1 ounce of grape syrup, about 1/2 ounce of lemon juice, and 1/2 ounce of simple syrup, because grape syrup, when it goes down, is really tangy. And then a sprig of rosemary, and I shook that all up, poured it in here, and then topped it with another thing of rosemary after I filtered out the little bits. It's delicious. It's fall. It's warm. It's not very sweet. And anyways, I highly recommend you screw around with it. If anybody has any ideas of fun things to do with the grape syrup, I'm looking for more fun things like that, because it's a very unique, interesting flavor, but it's also kind of strong. Anyways, neither here nor there. Let's get started. This is an old tune I wrote. You're gonna hear that a lot tonight. For my friend Sean's mom. None of them have ever necessarily been hugely into jazz, but she was very much a second mom to me. I spent so much time at their house growing up. So this is entitled Song for Bev. Woo! See, it's gonna be one of those evenings. I'm sitting there going, "Oh my goodness, what chords? Where does this song go?" I like this song. It's a fun kind of boppy tune. It just rolls with the punches, a lot like Bev did. And this is one I don't know. If I've played it live, it's probably been 20 years. Okay, so I will come back and check the set list here. Oh, the Hammers. Hi, Bob and Sandy. Pleasure. Oh, Ella. No, Ella. Oh, we love you so much, but Ella's stomping and tromping around. She gets so confused when chords come out. She just, she's like, stop. Anyways, let's see. I made a list here. I've got about 15 songs. I'm not going to get to them all tonight. I'll try to give you a little background on some of them, and then some of them I'll probably start up and be like, no. Okay, let's see here. Okay, yeah, here's another one. This one will be interesting. So this would have been an early song I wrote. I believe it would have been my senior year in college. This is called Case Number 0100510. And if you want to, you can look it up. It's a speeding ticket for one Ben Macy outside Newberg, Oregon. It was really rather frustrating because there's multiple times I've deserved speeding tickets, and this one I didn't deserve it. Everybody says that, but no, I was traveling with my sister. We were doing a little bit of clothes shopping, if I remember right. She dressed me for years, thank goodness. Otherwise, yeah. But they had just changed the speed limit. They had just dropped it 10 over where I was used to it. It was a road I drove all the time, and they had 3 cops lined up pulling people over left and right because they had just changed it, and we weren't paying any attention. I had my cruise control set, was talking to my sister, and so I got a ticket for going like 11 over. I was so irritated. Anyways, but yeah, so then when I went in, I found I had a case number and everything. I'm a criminal. I felt like such a criminal at that point. So yeah, this is a song. I took it to the extreme. College students are known for their subtlety. This is straight up mustache twirling, black mask wearing, cartoonish villainy here in this song, Case Number 0100510. Oh my, oh my. It's also interesting to look back at some of those and be like, why did I use that chord there? Huh, wonder what's the melody? What's the point of the melody there? Why did it go to this place? Anyways, do say hello if you're in the chat. I'm not, like I said, I'm only going to be playing here for about 45, 50 minutes. We're testing out some things, getting the thumbs up. So Landra seems to be telling me that everything's working properly. I don't know why she left my dog still out. But she just wants some company. So let's see here. Let's pull out. Okay, here we go. This was from my very first album, and this was one of the first times that like things really clicked. This was just a really it's a good tune. The band worked really well, and this was like the first song when we were kind of working on stuff that's like, yeah, this is cool. This could almost be classified music. Yeah, it has a singer and lyrics. The lyrics are fine, nothing amazing. The singer did a great job on the album. But it's a very pretty tune. It's entitled Somebody's Daydream. This is one of the rare tunes that I didn't have to do a whole lot of editing to. A lot of some songs, you know, things are all over the spectrum. Different writers work different ways, and most writers work in different ways, even themselves, depending upon the song and the day. This song almost just came out, which doesn't happen very often for those of you that have I've written hundreds of tunes, and I can probably name on one hand the number of songs that just kind of came out in the way that this one did with some minor editing. Anyways, this song's entitled Somebody's Daydream. my jazz piano teacher at the time, he quite liked that song too, which was nice. You know, encouraging, particularly from somebody that was, he's a real jazz musician, and I was still learning at that point. And then after, he's like, yeah, you should write more tunes like that. And afterwards, I thought, it was like, you mean not fast tunes because I can't swing? And that's probably partially what he meant. The good teachers, you know, say things to help you out in nice ways. But it's a very pretty tune. Okay. This is one. This is one. I don't know if I've honestly ever played this at a show, at anything, if you can call this a show. So you will have to very much humor me here. But we're gonna have some fun. So this song's entitled "A Slow Rag," and that's basically exactly what it was. I was practicing writing, and I was like, I've never written a rag tune. And ragtime, for those of you that are not familiar with that, it's a turn of the century or the 1910s, 1920s type of piano music. It's very much outside my wheelhouse. This is not the type of music that I play a lot or practice a lot. It's one of the reasons it's good to play, good to write and experiment with some of this. I quite like the tune. It's a fun little tune. But because I don't practice this a lot, it's like, oh, and ragtime is one of those things you either practice a lot or you don't. You don't kind of play ragtime. You either play it or you don't. So you're going to hear somebody that doesn't play ragtime play some ragtime. Here you go. I bet you're so happy you tuned in now. Okay, here we go. This is A Slow Rag. Oh, this would have been probably around college too. So, yeah, this tune's probably close to 20 years old as well. Here we go. Yeah, see, I need to work out a better arrangement and a little smoother, but I like it. It's. If one could say that about something they do, it's fun. It's memorable. It's got some neat parts. It's could challenge the soul over, but I do quite like it. The problem is, for those of you that listen to much Ben Macy Trio stuff, where does that fit in? You know, it's very, very, very different than almost everything I do. So I guess maybe the answer is to write 12 more tunes, and then I could do a whole ragtime set. Yeah, no, that's a, everyone's just beating down doors asking to hire ragtime bands. Maybe just at Disneyland. Which that was a treat when we went there right before COVID in February. We got to see, you know, at one of the cafes, they have the ragtime player that rotates out. Man, oh, it's enough to make one just want to give up the piano as he's just sitting there going 200 BPM and carrying on conversations at the same time with people. It's a treat. Okay, let's see here. I'm not sure. Did I miss anything here? Anybody say hello? I'm not seeing anything, but it's mine's struggling. So, nope, perfect. Bob and Sandy holding down the house. We dig it. Okay, let's see. Well, and my wife, my lovely wife is here. I won't tell the whole story behind this, but this is one of only 2 songs I've written for my wife, and I really quite like this song. This song was on one of my albums, For a Time, I believe. Kind of. This song was chopped up in pieces and used with some kind of effects and things, but the song itself is very pretty, and it's entitled My Blue Rose. some of these, that's one I need to put on my list to get back in rotation. I enjoy playing that tune. It's a fun tune. Okay, here's one that I might just plain crash and burn on. We'll see how this goes. Some tunes I don't play because I love living in the Yakima Valley. I truly do. It's a great place to raise a family. I've got some of the best friends that anyone could ask for. We love our house and property here. The people that we've met, both through work, through music, it's wonderful. One of the challenges is there's not really professional musicians here. So there are some incredibly talented musicians, but you can't really make a living playing music professionally, which means that you never get as many rehearsals as you want. You're never playing as often as you want, which means that more challenging tunes are oftentimes difficult to perform with a group because, well, challenging tunes require rehearsal and practice, and they're not easy to pick up and play. So you tend to default to tunes, particularly when it's with groups that, don't have a whole lot of time to practice, to tunes that are easier to pick up and play and that everybody can play comfortably and you can put on a good show for the crowd. Then there are a lot of tunes that, not a lot, but there are certainly a number of tunes that I've written that I really like, but they just, for one reason or another, are very challenging to play. This one's challenging because it switches back and forth between 3/4 and 5/4. Most jazz musicians don't care much to play for 5/4 anyways, but switching back and forth between the two provides a challenge. And then there's some weird phrasing in there to boot, and I don't know why. I don't hate musicians. I don't hate people that play with me, believe it or not. But occasionally I write tunes like this that I really like, but they never just make it into the rotation because of many of the aforementioned reasons. So here's a song entitled Haley's Fifth. I sped that one up a little bit, and it probably shouldn't. But either way, yeah, I like that tune. It's a fun tune. But with some of the polyrhythms and the change, you have to really internalize the tempo changes. And yeah, unless you do that, it's just a struggle. So, oh, hey, Eric is here. Wonderful. Fall back, Eric. Yes, and that's, oh, the church. Who is that? That's Flint and Mickey. That's right. I could never remember that. Flint and Mickey. Hello there, and my parents. Wonderful to see you as always. Well, excellent. Thank you guys for tuning in. I got a couple more here. I'm glad you like the slow rag. It's fun, but you can see why. Like, where do I put it in there? It was easier when you used to do 3 and 4 hour gigs for, like, jazz clubs and stuff like that. But now I've got lots of other ones. Okay, here's one. This is one of my all-time favorite tunes, which might, maybe set it up. But man, I've just struggled to do this in a trio format, and I have something that's very specific in my mind, and I just can't pull it off. So, yeah, this one, I won't give it a whole lot of introduction. This is Untitled number 3. Oftentimes when I write music, I usually write it after a story or a feeling or and part of the reason this one actually was one of the ones kind of kicked off the Untitled because I don't have a story or a feeling for that. That song is just it's a pure piece of music for me, and I don't know why. You could probably put stories or a feeling behind it, but for me, that's just a pure piece of music, and I really like it. It's very pretty. But that's also maybe one of the reasons why I've struggled to perform it live, because that's, number 3, obviously, it's a ways back in the series. This would have probably been a year or two after college that I wrote this one. So, anyway, let's see. We got a couple more here. Let's do... Sorry, I realized one of them I put in here, we actually... we did. This is one I put in here, and then realized we played it recently. For those of you that the few of you that are probably here probably know because you follow things pretty closely that I have all this stuff up on my YouTube channel, and recently I've been putting songs. I've been going through and picking some of the best songs from the sets. So for people that don't want to have to wade through the 2 hours of music, I've been putting some of them up. And the trio show that we did beginning of the summer. With Greg Lyman and Don Kinney was a lot of fun, and we actually did Already Paid, which is one of the first tunes I wrote. It was a very, very old tune, early college, probably like sophomore, junior year, and it actually held up pretty well, and I was very happy with our performance. I didn't quite put it on the featured ones, but you can hear it there, so you can go back and listen to Already Paid. Anyways. And for those of you that weren't here at the beginning, I will be streaming here from the living room with the trio next Sunday. We'll be using this 3-cam setup, and very excited to be bringing a lot of autumn-themed music for you to just relax to. Get yourself a nice darker beer or a cocktail or a nice glass of tea if you don't want to imbibe. Fall is, I'm a coffee drinker, but tea seems to be apropos for the fall. And join us next Sunday at 6 o'clock. None of us should have any problems with the time change in that case. I know, like we needed an extra hour of 2020, right? So we're going to do instead, by we I mean me. I am going to do, we'll do, this is another one. I don't know the last time I played this one. This song is so old. This would be probably in the first 5 or 6 songs that I ever wrote. Oh man, okay, no, wait, I didn't put it on here? Okay, I'm going to go back, actually. I was looking through this, and for some reason didn't make it on here. The very first song I ever wrote, it's not a good song, and I'm not going to do it well, but we're going to do it right here, okay? This song is entitled Doug's Monk. The reason why is a long, kind of stupid story that was really funny to us college kids. I was listening to a lot of Thelonious Monk at the time, and so I was trying to imitate some of his dissonance and wonky kind of chord voicings, and we had an engineer, a sound engineer guy at the time, who's Doug, who was helping us when we were recording some demo stuff. And during the bass solo, the bassist was playing. We're doing these hits, dum dum dum, doop 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 doop, dum dum dum, doop 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 doop, dum dum dum, and he leans in the mic and goes, Doug, and we kept playing. We thought that was hilarious, and I didn't have a name for the song at that point, so it became Doug's Monk. I don't remember Doug at all. I don't remember what Doug looks like. But he is forever immortalized. Is this? I'm not sure how immortal it actually is, but he is forever immortalized in this tune, Doug's Monk. I'm not going to play it very long. It's an upswing. I haven't practiced it, and it's not going to be particularly good on just piano, but it'll give you an idea of some of the early, by early, this is the very first song I ever wrote, Doug's Monk. I was tempted to yell out "Doug" in the middle of there, but yeah. See, like I said, there's a reason some of my old songs don't get played. Yeah, that's you've just heard one of the reasons. Okay, it is 7 o'clock. I promised my wife I would not go long tonight, so I'm going to finish with one more short one here, and then we will be done. This is a song I wrote at the very end of college. It's been my senior year, and I think this one made it on our first album, but I don't know if I've ever played this live with them. It's another one. The song has some time changes, and this song's entitled 2.5 Years, which, when you're in college, feels like forever. And when you've been alive for more than 4 decades, all of a sudden seems a lot shorter than it used to feel. Please subscribe to the YouTube channel so that you can get announcements when we're coming on and when we've gone live. And thank you for those of you that have shown up tonight. Thank you for saying hi in chat. And I look forward to next Sunday providing a big full show, a full 2 hours worth of music. It's gonna be a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to playing with a group and playing some of my more modern, evocative type of jazz than I oftentimes get to do or feel like I even want to do in the summer, to explore a little more into those mellower cracks that come out once fall gets here. So thank you very much again, and we'll look forward to seeing you next week. This song is 2.5 Years. Thank you all very much for tuning in. I sincerely do appreciate it, and I hope you will see you next week, and tell all your friends to come join. It's going to be a really good time. Thanks so much. See you soon.